Okay, everyone, please take your seats. Find your seats. Anybody in the hallway, come on in. We're getting ready to start in just a couple of minutes.
Proudly present the Armed Forces Insurance and Military Spouse of the Year Program. Please join us on our journey through careers.
YouTube Music is a music app made by YouTube.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Please take your seats. Advance the colors.
Colors. Hope.
Please rise for the presentation of the colors, the national anthem that will be sung by country music performing artist Matt Snook, and invocation given by the 2017 AFI Eelson Air Force Base Spouse of the Year, Dr. Kenita Williams.
Go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Coat for on.
Retire the colors.
Let us pray. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good, and his mercy endureth forever. Our Heavenly Father, we thank you for this time. We thank you for being able to stand before you in freedom. We thank you for being able to stand before you as we stand hand-selected to serve and advocate. We thank you for the opportunity to come together in unity. For your word says, where there is unity, there is strength. God, we thank you for our leaders. We thank you for those that worked tirelessly to put this week together. We thank you for them thinking of us, to honor us, to say thank you for the things that we so love to do. We thank you for our leadership, for taking the time out to come out and be with us and to be in this midst. As we stand before you today, we are representing all branches of the armed forces. We're standing in unity to provide a better place for our sisters and brothers. We have come together this year with a theme of learn, lead, and advocate. Thank you, Lord, for giving us the skills, the resources, and the knowledge to be able to make this possible. We ask that you bless all of those that served us this week. Bless those supporters, bless those sponsors, all those organizations that came together that make this week one to remember. Bless this food that is before us, that it will be nourishing to our bodies. And we stand before you ever so humble as we ask you to continue to bless us, to show our good works, that you, sir, may be glorified. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Kanita. Everyone can take their seats. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, military leaders, and esteemed members of our AFI MSOY community, it is with great pleasure that I welcome all of you to the 2023 Armed Forces Insurance Military Spouse of the Year Award Ceremony and Luncheon. Let's take a moment to appreciate the unwavering commitment of our military leaders, whose presence here today, it just speaks volumes about the importance of this program. And we certainly could not have had such an amazing week without the incredible support from our town hall sponsors, our title sponsor, National University, our gold level sponsor, Gallagher Re, our bronze level sponsor, Caliber Home Loans, and AFBA as a supporting partner. But finally, and certainly not least, please join me with a round of applause for our amazing military spouses who we come to honor and recognize today. What a week. As our community grows, so does our efforts and initiatives that the SOYs champion. We've had several additional activities this week that were organized by our SOYs, and trust me, there is no minute on the clock that will go unused this week. Somebody told me they're going to have to take vacation next week just to recover. Last year, we had the honor of participating in the Leadership Reaction course at Quantico Marine Corps Base. And this year, we were thrilled to be invited back. It was even more challenging this year because we had to weather a rainstorm. And as Marines do, the rain doesn't keep you from your duty, right? So we participated in sopping wet clothes and stepping in puddles, and our shoes were horribly wet. The wood on the stations were slick. It was amazing. We continued to be entertained by dialogue that was heard by the team members. Mayday, mayday. Just grab my butt and push me up. Oh my. That is a big jump. Everything is fun and games until someone loses a shoe. And I got to tell you, there were several expletives that I can't even repeat here. Once again, the valuable lessons of teamwork, communication, and leadership were gained through this experience. And we are immensely grateful for this opportunity. And we extend our heartfelt appreciation to Colonel David Hyman and his Marines for their warm hospitality and for hosting our group. Is Colonel Hyman here by chance?
No, ma'am, he's not. He's at a leadership convention right now, but I'm here at his stand.
Well, make sure you tell him that we really appreciate his support. For those who didn't join us at Quantico, we had an opportunity here to attend a collaborative teamwork workshop that included exercises on decision-making and effective communication. All right, let's get down to business now. Please refer to your luncheon program towards the end, where you'll find the 5 voting categories for AFI MSOY: involvement, community building, communication, compelling story, and most important, leadership. Emphasizing leadership supports the vision of this program to recognize the largest purpose-driven military spouse leaders. This award recognizes the critical role that military spouses play in supporting the readiness and resiliency of military families. This expanding group of exceptional mentors who, led by example, strongly influence the mindset of military spouses everywhere. And our SOYs continue to be the highly sought-after resources for military leaders and military support organizations in addressing the needs of military families. Today, we celebrate this year's base and branch winners and also gather to learn who the 2023 Armed Forces Insurance Military Spouse of the Year will be. I'm happy to report, this really warms my heart, that this year we have winners from all branches of service and over 108 bases. That's incredible. Will our base and branch winners please stand from all years. Congratulations, everyone. We are so fortunate to have these extraordinary spouses representing our community. And now I'd like to play a video that highlights the history of the program and its many accomplishments in this amazing community.
We proudly present the Armed Forces Insurance Military Spouse of the Year program. Please join us on our journey through the years of the Armed Forces Insurance Military Spouse of the Year program. Founded in 2008 by Chris Hale, the award was introduced as a way to empower the community by enabling military spouses to recognize the leaders among them. Shell Brewer, Army Spouse, was selected as the 2008 Armed Forces Insurance Military Spouse of the Year for her incredible commitment to volunteerism with such organizations as the USO and the March of Dimes. In 2009, branch winners were introduced, allowing even more men and women to be recognized. Marine Corps spouse and veteran Tanya Chiaro won the overall award for her work as a victim's advocate, a volunteer with the Links program, and as a key spouse. In 2010, it was Lori Bell, an Air Force spouse, veteran, and author of The Yes Process, Discover the Journey of Becoming Yourself, who was named the Armed Forces Insurance Military Spouse of the Year. 2011 brought another first. Robert Duncan was the first male spouse to make it to the top 5 as the Armed Forces Insurance Navy Spouse of the Year. Bianca Strakowski, Marine Corps spouse, won the overall award for her incredible work with family readiness programs and her commitment to military spouse education opportunities, something she still exemplifies in her work as managing editor for AmeriForce Media. Speaking of male spouses, in 2012, Jeremy Hilton won the overall title. A Navy veteran and Air Force spouse, Jeremy's dedication to advocating for the EFMP community has both been inspiring and relentless. 2012 was also the first year that the National Guard was included in the branch winners. As if that wasn't enough for 2012, 30 finalists from 2010, 2011, and 2012 were selected to attend Oprah's My Favorite Things show. 2013 was another banner year for the program, as the installation level was added for the award, ensuring that each and every base, district for the Coast Guard, and state for the National Guard has a representative. And for the first time, a National Guard spouse, Alicia Hines Ward, took the title for her work with military families and community businesses. In 2014, the program saw the first overseas winner and serial entrepreneur, author of Mommy Retailing, influencer, and Marine Corps spouse, Lakeisha Cole, whose family was stationed in Okinawa, Japan at the time. Lakeisha would go on to work with Senator Tim Kaine of Virginia to introduce the Military Spouse Employment Act and attend the State of the Union address as his guest, showing military spouses everywhere that our voices do matter. In 2015, Taya Kyle spoke at the awards luncheon, where she was awarded the Gabby Giffords Award for Bravery and Courage. Army spouse Corey Weathers was named the Armed Forces Insurance Military Spouse of the Year for her commitment to encouraging military marriages. Because of this award, Corey was invited to travel with the Secretary of Defense to visit troops in Afghanistan, Iraq, Turkey, and the Persian Gulf. Her book, Sacred Spaces, and her Life Giver podcast continue to be a force multiplier of her inspiring work. In 2016, Marine Corps spouse Natasha Harth took the crown. The founder of the nonprofit Be a Blessing DC, helping local homeless and military families that need a hand up, Natasha told us that any ordinary person can do the extraordinary. In 2017, Air Force spouse Brittany Bacher was named the Armed Forces Insurance Military Spouse of the Year. Brittany founded the Down Syndrome Advancement Coalition, a nonprofit designed to unify organizations that meet the needs of the Down syndrome community. Brittany has partnered with the USO and Armed Forces Insurance to bring spouses across the country her workshop, Discovering Your Spark, Finding Your Color in a Camouflaged World. In 2018, Army spouse Krista Simpson Anderson was awarded the title at the USO Metro Annual Gala. The theme of the gala was a salute to spouses, and we can't think of anyone more deserving than the spouse with the heart of gold.
Krista is the founder of The Unquiet Professional, a nonprofit she created in memory of her late husband, Staff Sergeant Michael Simpson. In 2019, it was Marine Corps spouse Holly Vega who was named Armed Forces Insurance Military Spouse of the Year. A super volunteer, Holly serves as a Links mentor with Marine Corps Family Team Building and as a co-lead for Military Hearts Matter through the American Heart Association.
2020 was certainly a challenging year across the world with the COVID-19 outbreak. Despite the pandemic, Armed Forces Insurance was proud to continue its tradition of the MSOY program, naming Paulette Fryer as the 2020 Armed Forces Insurance Military Spouse of the Year. Paulette was the first Coast Guard spouse to receive the award for her tremendous volunteer and mentoring efforts. Paulette created the Million Mile Project to raise awareness around the veteran and military community suicide epidemic. Participants are encouraged to log miles however they enjoy for 22 days.
In 2021, we honored Paulette and hit pause on the program while we dealt with the lasting effects of COVID-19. In 2022, the program returned better than ever. For the first time in history, a Space Force spouse was selected Armed Forces Insurance Military Spouse of the Year. Sarah Strader earned the title for her incredible advocacy. Sarah hosts boot camps for other spouses, training them in how to leverage their voices. She also hosts an annual service day. In 2022, Sarah led spouses in collecting over $1,000 and 300 winter coats for Afghan refugees.
Now that you know where we've been, we want to share where we're going. Armed Forces Insurance acquired the Military Spouse of the Year program in 2018, and our future is bright as we expand the platform to reach even more spouses. We plan to better leverage the incredible talent across the base and branch winners. We want to build a mentorship initiative that will pair spouses across passions and geography. We're also proud to have launched the Marilee Considine Pursue Scholarship, named for the 2013 Armed Forces Insurance Fort Hood Spouse of the Year, Marilee, who lost her cancer battle in February 2019. This scholarship will support military spouses in their endeavors to pursue their platforms and advocacy. Also in 2019, we started our Armed Forces Insurance Military Spouse of the Year Advisory Council, a volunteer group instrumental in moving the program forward through suggested improvements and ideas that will have a positive impact. If you'd like to be considered for a position, let us know. We have big plans ahead, and we want you to be with us every step of the way. The alumni of the Armed Forces Insurance Military Spouse of the Year program have had a tremendous collective impact, not just on our own community, but on the world. The Armed Forces Insurance Military Spouse of the Year program is more than just a program. It's a family. We're thrilled you're a part of it.
We're good? Yep. Please enjoy your salads while we continue. This person requires no introduction. As a steadfast advocate for military spouses and their causes, she has impacted countless lives over the years. Through her mentorship, she has guided hundreds, probably thousands, of military spouses to achieve remarkable accomplishments within our community. She'll be forever known for her unwavering positivity and kindness. Please join me in welcoming my friend, Susie Swartz.
I never realize how short I am until I follow Lori all the time. Anyway, welcome everybody. I hope you're having a good time. Please enjoy your salads. Keep eating, eating, eating. This is about spouses today. We love having active duty, but this is not your day. A couple things I want to do before I go what I'm supposed to be doing. And that is, I also want to acknowledge all the nonprofits. There are many of you in this room, and we thank you. I mean, we thank our sponsors, but we thank the nonprofits for what you do for military families, for military active duty, and obviously military spouses. So I'm not going to call you out, but thank you all for being here and supporting us over the years. Thank you very, very much. And then before I introduce Sid, who I'm looking at the back of his head, I just want to take a moment. We have senior leaders, we have senior spouses, but there's 3 people that I would like to I promise I'm going to be very short, but I just want to thank each one of them. I'm going to ask them to stand in a second. But I want to thank them as they're about to maybe go into some different opportunities. I hope they're wonderful. I hope they're fun-filled. I hope they're everything that you want them to be. But at this moment, on this day, I want to thank you for years and years of service while juggling your jobs, juggling your families, showing us that maybe it is possible to do both, to do all 3, to do just figuring it out and being an example and a champion, but being yourself, hopefully, as well. So if I could, am I looking? Miss McConville, Miss Millie, and Miss Thompson. If you would stand up, please. And each one of them have also been a supporter of you and this program, and we thank them again. Okay, that's it. So it's my pleasure right now to introduce a dear friend, a traveling buddy, an Air Force, a fellow Air Force, what do I say, veteran, past alumni, what do we say? It is my great pleasure to introduce Lieutenant General retired Sid Clark, who was a champion for spouses while serving, and fortunate for us, has continued being a champion for spouses now in his role with the Armed Forces Insurance. So Sid Clark, if you would join us, we would have to thank him for this award, thank him for being a part of it, for supporting it, and we hope you continue to support it forever. Sid, it's up to you. Welcome, and thank you so much. Every year I want to make it personal. Thank you so much.
No bigger supporter of the MSOY community than Susie Schwartz, by the way. So. Thank you, Susie. Well, admirals, generals, senior leaders, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and our MSOYs. This is a great event. Glad to be here. Glad you're here. When we were standing in the hallway, I heard somebody say, well, it looks like we all put our Sunday go to church best clothes on, showed up. Now I got to tell you, y'all look dressed way better than the folks I go to church with. So you're looking good out there. And Lori already mentioned the thanks to the sponsors. So I'll just say thank you again to our sponsors who make things like this happen, which is important. Last night we had a dinner with the Military Spouse of the Year branch winners and their spouses, service members. And kind of an icebreaker, I kicked it off and said, hey, let's just go around the room. Tell me about the most beautiful place you've ever been to. Because I changed it from my previous time when I asked people to tell them about the most unique place they'd ever been to. And I said, well, I'll start it off. I've been to the South Pole. And everybody went, well, thanks, we can't beat that. So we'll come up with something else. So, but talking about the most beautiful places, and everybody shared some place they'd been around the globe, maybe even their mother's driveway, which was a beautiful place to them. So I appreciated that opportunity. But at the end of all that, I said, you know, the thing that all of us have in common when we talked about the most beautiful place we'd ever been to, we didn't have to embellish that. You just told it. And I told them, I said, I feel the same way about the MSOY program. I don't have to embellish anything about the MSOY program. It sells itself and people hear about it, and it's just magic when you talk about it and what happens here, largely because of the people who are involved with it, the passion that you have, and the interest that people have in what you're accomplishing. So thank you for all the efforts for all of the MSOYs out there and how you're representing the military spouses globally. And they do this not for themselves. Military spouses, it's for families, it's for the community that they live in the military, it's for their service and how it expands across the entire military. Would you call this a military readiness issue? You darn right you would. It's dead center. That's why I supported it when I was on active duty, because I could see it, and I can see it now while I'm retired. And it just keeps growing, and I'm very happy that it has. And Armed Forces Insurance is very proud, and I'm very proud to be a part of this program because of that. You know, the U.S. military does a great job of doing professional development of its members. And I don't care what service branch, Coast Guard, whatever, it is a lot of effort given to how do you build this up and how do you make it feed upon itself where that professional development expands from one person to the next. And it occurred to me that doesn't happen in the MSOY community unless things like this take place, where there's an opportunity to do networking and sharing ideas and concepts and bouncing things off of each other and listening to what other people have going on and how they might enhance what's happening inside the military. So again, this is a special event for that reason. And the statement that you recruit members, but you retain families, it's dead center in this program. Trust me, those of you still serving in senior level positions, how you continue to keep people on board with their service, it has a lot to do with how people feel about themselves and their service, but also how their families feel about the families part in all of this. And the MSOY program has taken that to a different level. So in a small way, we hope this ceremony does honor all military spouses out there. A lot of them are not in this room, obviously, but the ones that are in this room, we hope that this ceremony does a decent job of recognizing your efforts. And again, my heartfelt appreciation for what you accomplish out there, largely in volunteer status and largely on behalf of others, not just you and your family. So thank you.
Okay, we will continue to enjoy our lunch while we enjoy a slideshow of pictures from all of the activities this week. Okay, everyone, we're going to resume the program. Thank you. Susie and I have had the distinct privilege of watching this program evolve since its inaugural year in 2008. And doing the math, that means we're celebrating 16 years of creating an environment not only of recognition, but one that fosters personal and professional growth. Aligning with other organizations who offer support for growth is an important part of the program's evolution. The Second Service Foundation is one such organization. As a not-for-profit, they support military entrepreneurs through mentorship and coaching while supplying resources and capital. Earlier this week, our AFI SOYs participated in a How to Pitch competition. And here with us today are founder Mark Rockefeller and executive director Lauren Hope, who was a two-time AFI MSOY base winner. Once in 2017, representing West Point Military Academy, and the other in 2019, representing Fort Leavenworth, where she was a branch finalist. They will be coming on stage here today to introduce the finalists and the winner of the competition.
All right. Good afternoon. Give it up real quick for Lori, this great program that she does. So as you saw from the video, this program has really evolved. And due to Lori's vision and Lauren, our executive director, they got together and they said, you know what? A lot of these amazing spouses are entrepreneurs. And so let's bring basically a Shark Tank type program to this week. And so that is what we have done. My name is Mark Rockefeller. I'm the founder and chairman of the Second Service Foundation. This is my wife, Claire. And we are here to give away some money, which is always fun. So firstly, I want to thank all the military spouses who are here. This entire week is about you. And I want to focus on those of you who are a little bit entrepreneurial, who are taking on some of the significant challenges and problems that we face in the military community. You really are the solution to a lot of this. And I understand that most people in this room had a chance to vote yesterday. And I'll tell you a little bit about the process here in 1 second. I know when I was on active duty, Claire, my wife, was certainly the anchor of our family. And that is what all of you are, I know, for your active duty members. But I think there's an opportunity here to be an anchor for a lot more than that. And there's several of you who have gotten very, very good at pitching and starting companies and being successful. Some of the folks that we saw this week, if they were not forced to move every couple of years, I am not kidding, these ladies would be like running Fortune 500 companies. Very, very serious business people. And so we're delighted to come alongside you and sort of give you that little boost and that training and a little bit of money to help you go. So I first want to, we're going to call up the three finalists, have them make their way up here real quick, and then I'll tell you a little bit about what these folks have been through to get to this point. Austin Carrig with Exceptional Families of the Military. Monica Bassett with Stronghold Food Pantry. And Evie King with Independent. This is the process. We have these entrepreneurs apply. We pick semifinalists, and then on Tuesday, those semifinalists pitch to a board of experts, or the panel. Those panels selected the three finalists. And how many folks in the room got to vote yesterday? Okay, the majority of people. All right. So you saw how this worked, right? It's like Shark Tank, except you're the sharks with our money. It's a pretty good deal, right? And so the three finalists pitched yesterday. These are our three finalists, and we have a first place, a second place, and a third, but they don't know exactly who that is yet. And so we're just about to announce it. Let me also thank our sponsors who make this entire thing possible. We've been around since 2016. We were founded on Veterans Day 2016. We have served about 10,000 veteran and military spouse entrepreneurs since that time, given away hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's only made possible by our sponsors. Our sponsors are Samuel Adams Beer Company, Great American Beer Company. Holland and Knight Law Firm. We actually have folks from Holland and Knight here with us. Could David, Dan, Renee, and Andy please stand up and be recognized? Holland and Knight Law Firm has given away, listen to this, $26 million in pro bono legal services to the military community since 2016. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Renee. Thank you, David. Thank you, Holland and Knight. All right. This is the moment here. Here we are. Oh, the coins. Thank you. All right. There's a bunch of 4-star generals, 3-star generals, like folks in the room. I know all of you have coins. Is it okay if I one up you for a second? Because my coin comes with $1,000. When I was lieutenant, I recall getting coined by a 4-star was the coolest thing ever. Probably actually cooler than $1,000, but it doesn't hurt. All of our finalists get a coin. It's $1,000 that comes with it. And then we're going to announce the final winners here. I have an envelope. It's a bit like the Grammys. All right, third place, Evie King from Independent. All right, congratulations, Evie. Second place, Austin Carrig, Exceptional Families of the Military. Kind of like Miss America, right? When you say number 2, you know who number 1 is going to be. And that means the first place, the grand prize, Monica Bassett, Stronghold Food Pantry. Yeah. All right, Monica, stay up here. Stay up here 1 second. All right, just to be clear. So she has a $2,000 grant from us. She has $25,000 in pro bono legal services from the generous folks back there at Holland and Knight. A $5,000 PR package, and now she gets to go compete at the Military Influencers Conference is where we give away. It ends up usually being over $100,000. She will now be competing for that in Las Vegas later this fall. So give it up one more time for Monica. All right, and real quick, let me just once more acknowledge the team that made this possible. Lauren Hope, our executive director. Claire Rockefeller, our director of philanthropy. Abby, where are you, Abby? Abby, stand up, be recognized. This would not be possible without Lauren and Abby. And lastly, obviously, Lori and your vision here at AFI to do something very special for the entrepreneurs in our midst. Lori, thank you very much.
Okay. Now we are going to watch a video that represents the Marilee Considine Pursue Scholarship for MSOYs.
I met Mary Lee on the first day of my chemo treatment back in 2013. She was asked by a fellow military spouse to come visit me as she was a breast cancer survivor. Mary Lee was my angel on many of my darkest days during treatments, multiple surgeries, and setbacks. Mary Lee had a positive outlook on everything in life. She was the shining star in the lives of many. She dedicated her time to military families during deployments, helping new military spouses learn the ropes, visited with those that were in the hospital, and she even coordinated big fundraisers to help find a cure for breast cancer. She wanted each of us to keep giving back and to live life to the fullest. Mary Lee Heather Considine passed on February 10, 2019, at the young age of 41 after a courageous fight with breast cancer for 8 years. We love, love, love you always, Mary Lee.
The goal behind this award is to provide support for spouses seeking non-traditional personal and professional growth opportunities. This year, we received numerous scholarship applications. As I announce your name, please come forward. The recipients of this year's Marilee Considine Pursue Scholarships are Kayla Corbett, 2023 AFI Joint Base San Antonio Spouse of the Year. Amanda Signer, 2023 AFI Rock Island Arsenal Spouse of the Year. Autumn McGuffey, 2023 AFI Fort Riley Spouse of the Year. And Cassandra Cable, 2015 AFI Vandenberg Air Force Base Spouse of the Year. Congratulations. Thanks, ladies. This is Autumn's. Amanda. Kayla. Cassandra. Susie.
I just never think of myself as short, but woo, when I get up here, I sure do. Congratulations, everybody. Thank you for the wonderful videos too. They're moving, these videos. They make my heart happy. All of you in this room make my heart happy if you don't know it. Okay. It's my pleasure now to introduce my dear friend, my neighbor, my friend now too. We go to basketball games, baseball games. I invited her to a baseball game. It was 110, I swear to God. I didn't tell her my seats were out in the outfield, section 104 at Nats Park. She's about 3 innings in. Really? Is this that fun? I'm not sure. I don't know. Anyway. So seriously, I want to introduce my friend Sheila Casey. Sheila's been a shining example of a military spouse. For me, a shining example of a military spouse that managed to somehow have it all. You don't have it all, but she did a great balance, better than me, working, family, and a great leader as a spouse. She's had some wonderful jobs. I've loved following her career. I had some jobs way back in the day, but I gave it up. Sheila never did. I love that. You can always have someone to admire, let me just say. You may know that she recently went back to work as the executive director of Joining Forces. So I'm so happy and proud of her. I'm happy to see her back at work. I know she's happy as well, and I know she'll be doing great things. And with that, please join me in welcoming Sheila Casey to the stage.
Yeah, I take Susie to basketball games that are a lot more fun. Yeah, not as hot in the arena. Anyway, it is wonderful to be here with you today. And, thank you for allowing us to be a part of such a great event. I'm Sheila Casey. I'm Special Assistant to the President and Executive Director of Joining Forces, which is the First Lady's White House initiative supporting military and veteran families, caregivers, and survivors. And we have 3 lines of effort: military spouse employment and economic empowerment, supporting children in the classroom, and also enhancing the well-being of military families. I'm a 41-year Army spouse, and our Joining Forces team is comprised of a Navy spouse, an active duty Army Sergeant Major, and the former director was a Marine spouse. And this is not a coincidence. Dr. Biden, who is a military daughter, a military mom, and a military nana, chose us because we know this community. And Dr. Biden recognizes and is grateful for all of your sacrifice and service. Thank you to Lori and the AFI team for honoring military spouses and for lifting up the significant contributions that you have all made in your communities and what you will continue to make. Congratulations to each and every one of you and thank you for all that you do to make your communities a better place to live. And now it is my honor to introduce this message from my boss, Dr. Jill Biden.
Congratulations to all of the 2023 AFI Military Spouse of the Year winners. You make your communities and your country proud every day. For 50 years, the United States has had an all-volunteer military. Americans step forward to keep our country safe in times of war and peace. That's why we have to make sure that service is an opportunity of dignity and honor, of pride and accomplishment for our service members and their families. Spouses like all of you may not wear a uniform, but you serve too. You answer the call of duty with grit and flexibility, with constancy and courage. And when you see a need in your community, you find ways to help and heal, to comfort and care, to connect others with support. You have become the leaders we all need. You're strong. There's no question about that. But you shouldn't have to face the challenges of this life on your own. And your spouses shouldn't have to worry that the person they love most in the world is being left behind. That's why making sure that you have the support you deserve is a national security imperative. Joining Forces, my White House initiative to support military and veteran families, caregivers, and survivors, is working every day to do just that. No, you may not wear a uniform, but your president and I see your service. And we are so grateful for everything you do. So congratulations on this recognition. We are all so proud of you, and we commit to honoring all military spouses by working to ensure you have everything you need to thrive. God bless you and your families. Thank you.
I just want to say thank you to Sheila, but mostly thank you to Dr. Biden. It means a lot. You guys, if in case you don't know, she's still managing to work. Makes me so proud every single day. So Sheila, thank you so much. And I hope that you all enjoyed the wonderful message that Dr. Biden gave to us. Thank you. I'm very happy. I'm just happy. I'm always proud of somebody that manages to keep working. Can I say? And Sheila, in case you don't know, Sheila and I were battle buddies together. We lived on Fort Myer at the same time. So many of you, I don't think I said that in the beginning, did I? No. Anyway, yeah. All right. Okay, so now we've come to the time that we've kind of been waiting for. We would like to introduce you to your 2023 Armed Forces Insurance Military Spouse of the Year branch winners. When your name is called, please join us on stage. Okay? First, we have Ashley Gudermuth. Ashley is the 2023 Armed Forces Insurance Air Force Spouse of the Year. Joining her are Shireen Brown, spouse of General Charles Brown, Chief of Staff of the Air Force. I can't really see through the lights, you guys, so I can kind of see you. And also Lieutenant General Jim Slife, who will be presenting Ashley with her medallion. Now I'm just going to read a little bit about each person. Ashley, a military spouse, comedian, and content creator, employs humor to convey military experiences. She supports service members and their families, traveling the country to advocate for the military community using her extensive social media following and national speaking engagements. Ashley highlights the accomplishments of military spouses. She mentors comedy classes, addresses food insecurity on base, and even picks up litter. I love that part during her runs. I used to do the same thing. And then I would call somebody when I got home to say it was a mess back there. Deeply involved in the military community, Ashley co-hosts an American Legion podcast, speaks on military family issues, and advises organizations on supporting military spouses. Ashley champions military recruitment and retention by using her platform to spotlight military family challenges. She creates humorous videos to facilitate difficult conversations and help families feel less isolated, ultimately raising awareness and inspiring tangible change. Thank you and congratulations. All right, we're not rushing. Just gonna take a breath here. All right. Now it's my pleasure to introduce Natalie Ely, the 2023 Armed Forces Insurance Marine Corps Spouse of the Year. I'm also introducing SES Maria, Lockey, Director of Marine and Family Resource Programs Division, along with Matrice Williamson, spouse of Brigadier General Ahmed Williamson, who will be presenting Natalie with her medallion. Now I'm going to talk about her a little bit. My favorite part, if you don't know me, my favorite part is talking and talking about military spouses. Natalie, a committed military spouse, actively engages in the community despite frequent relocations. She has held various leadership roles, such as a board member at Kaneohe Bay Thrift Shop and executive secretary at Monterey Officers Club. Co-founding the Ohana Homefront Foundation, Natalie works to eliminate mental health stigma within the military community while advocating for mental wellness, particularly for military spouses and children. Through radio and podcast interviews, meetings with potential volunteers and congressmen, and social media platforms, Natalie spreads her message. Besides her work with the foundation, she supports military spouses in the workplace, serving as a liaison between them and management, and advocating for their needs during homecomings and other significant base events. Congratulations, Natalie.
I'll do the next two. Okay. Next, we have Evie King, 2023 AFI Army Spouse of the Year. Joining her are Maria McConville, spouse of General McConville, Chief of Staff of the Army, and Lieutenant General Vereen. They will be presenting her medallion. Evie is a devoted military spouse and enthusiastic leader, actively champions mental health wellness for military spouses. As Independence president, she fosters a supportive team environment with healthy digital boundaries. Engaged in the military community, she organizes events to teach resilience tools to military spouses and soldiers. Committed to building robust, inclusive military communities, Evie advocates for resources that address the needs of underrepresented groups and emphasizes self-care and connection. By engaging with military organizations and the media, she raises awareness of military spouse challenges and the significance of their wellness. Evie's leadership aims to close resource gaps and encourage more inclusive mental health programs, ensuring all military spouses feel supported in their wellness journey. Next up is Amy Seelix, 2023 Armed Forces Insurance Space Force Spouse of the Year. Oh, that's a mouthful. Joining her are Jennifer Saltzman, spouse of General B. Chance Saltzman, Chief of Staff of the Air Force, and Lieutenant General Deanna Burt, who will be presenting Amy with her medallion. Go ahead and step up here. You'll be ready for your picture. Throughout her 20-year military spouse journey, Amy has embraced several leadership roles, including thrift store volunteer, key spouse, spouse club board member, and weapons family supporters group creator. The roles have given her immense purpose and fulfillment. Amy initiated the Weapons Family Supporters Group at Nellis Air Force Base, recruiting spouses to drive change and set examples for future weapons school spouses. Passionate about boosting morale, she organizes events and provides resources to maintain community connections. Believing that connections form the foundation of relationships, Amy speaks at conferences and encourages spouses to advocate for their needs, fostering a stronger and more supportive community. Congratulations, Amy. Oh, yeah, I don't want to get in my picture. There we go. Just one. Doing the next one. Where are we?
Okay. Here we go again. Allison Hash, 2023 Armed Forces Insurance National Guard Spouse of the Year. And joining her is Chief of the National Guard Bureau, General Daniel Hokanson, and his wife, Kelly. For 24 years, Allison has devoted herself to supporting military families during 61 months of deployment. She served as Mama Hash to military families. Her passion led her to make outreach calls to retired military veterans, offering resources and support. Allison has held various volunteer leadership roles, including core volunteer for F Company 224th, lead volunteer for D Company, and I don't know all these terms. I'm not very good. I'm very Air Force today. And 29th CAV, Family Readiness Support Assistant. She now serves as the executive assistant to the Adjutant General, contributing over 8,000 volunteer hours and raising $50,000 for the Maryland National Guard. I love that. Spending 85% of her time on phone calls, emails, and in-person assistance, Allison advocates for being always present, always connected, empowering the military to face unexpected challenges. Her accessibility, reliability, and understanding foster lasting relationships, making her an integral part of their forever village. I love that. Did I do all right?
Thank you. Aww. Thank you. Congratulations. Next, we have Andrea. I'm so tempted, and I'm going to have to do it. I'm sorry. Cacciola. She's our 2023 AFI Coast Guard Spouse of the Year, and joining her is the Vice Chief of the Coast Guard, Admiral Pullen, and his wife, Sherry, who will be presenting her with her medallion. Andrea has spent years supporting and empowering military spouses as a teacher turned ombudsman. She has served for 6 years advocating for the program's importance. As the community of practice chairperson for her district, she provides support, training, and mentoring for ombudsmen and liaises for the policy discussion and information sharing. Her involvement has expanded over time, initiating a food pantry in Key West during a government shutdown, supporting families affected by the Red Hill fuel leak in Oahu, and establishing the baby pantry in Key West. As a Coast Guard Ombudsman program advocate, Andrea raises awareness about its importance, ensuring that each unit has an active ombudsman, and promoting the Coast Guard's benefits. Andrea's passion and dedication have greatly impacted the military community through her leadership, advocacy, and support. Congratulations.
Am I shrinking each time? I don't know.
I'm sorry, I keep pushing it up.
I'm getting shorter by the minute. Okay. It's now my pleasure to introduce Tanya Murphy. Tanya is the 2023 Armed Forces Insurance Navy Spouse of the Year. Representing the Navy is Admiral Franchetti, Vice Chief of the Navy, and spouse Jim, Siebert, who will be presenting Tanya with her medallion. Did I get that right or wrong? Okay. Okay. Over the past 19 years, Tanya has embraced the Navy's motto, moving around the world with her family and volunteering with various military organizations like the Navy Marine Corps Relief Society, Compass, and the Military Child Education Coalition. Currently, she works at the Travis Manion Foundation, supporting their mission to empower veterans and families of the fallen. I love that organization. Serving on the Navy Command Spouse Leadership Course DEI committee, Tanya has helped reshape the curriculum to be more inclusive. She has also been an FRG officer, Compass mentor, Navy Marine Corps Relief Society instructor, and military parent advocate volunteer. That's a lot. Tanya builds authentic connections. She does. Addresses challenges and celebrates military life's gifts. As a Black woman raising children of color, she advocates for equity in all areas of military life. She shares her experiences through media interviews, events, and her work as a military parent, advocate, volunteer, and DEI committee member. Congratulations. Do I need these? No, I thought you acted like you did.
Okay, can we have some help?
Congratulations to everybody. You all just make me so proud. I get up here and I just get moved every single day. I keep thinking, I got to stop doing this. But then I come here and I'm just taken aback. Makes me happy. Thank you to all the spouses for your sacrifice and service. We are privileged to have so many fortunate senior spouses with us. And again, we just want to thank you for your commitment through the years. It means a lot to have you present. Active duty is good, but spouses are the best to me. I say that every time. It's never in the script, but I say it because, you know, that's what I am, so I can get away with it, I guess. I'd like to ask Sid Clark if you join us on the stage. Oh, you're right behind me. There you go. And now it's time to announce the overall winner of the 2023 Armed Forces Insurance Military Spouse of the Year Award.
Please make your way to the stage, Evie and John and Maria, please. After their pictures, we'll ask for everybody to come up. I'll get a few pictures. We'll be in
Yeah.
If you want to get on the other side of the room, that's Susan.
Okay. We can teeny tiny.
Yes.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
Okay. That concludes the luncheon and award ceremony today. We would like to have all senior military and the branch winners and their spouses to meet out in front of the step and repeat for some formal photos. And if you are wearing a dress that you got on Monday from the ODYD organization, I know a lot of you are, we're going to want to get a group photo of you guys too. So thank you all for coming. We appreciate your support and we hope to see every one of you back here in May next year.